Hey, you're watching another episode of Being Fat Sucks. We're doing a special on eating out and portion control. I'm here with Martin. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm feeling great, and I'm excited about this because this is one of my Achilles heels. I tend to eat everything on the plate.
Okay, good. Well, I'm about to freak everybody at home out, and just don't freak out here too much because it's gonna trip you out. So check it out. We have here fried steak, okay? Now this meal right here is 2,000 calories. It's got 2 steaks, tons of potatoes, and a reasonable portion compared to this is 1/4 of that.
Holy smokes, you're saying this is like 4 meals right there on that plate.
Yeah. Like,
unbelievable.
Did you know that meals today in the United States are 4 times the amount as they were in the 1950s?
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid, the ads for McDonald's, a quarter pounder was the new thing. It's a quarter pound of meat. I remember those commercials. And I mean, now it's like third pounders, half pounders.
A full pound. Like, I saw a kid the other day who was 16 years old. I was just sitting at this restaurant, and he was clearly beyond overweight, and he was ordering the full pound burger because it was on special for $6.99.
The special, yeah.
He could have ate a quarter of that, still had a little bit of fries. You know that trip I took you to Mickey D's?
Oh yeah, get the little one.
We go back to, but now we're hitting it on when we go out to restaurants. So let me show you and everybody at home some really awesome tips and how we can visualize and take control. It's all in your mind.
Because this is where the rubber meets the road for me a lot, like when we're out, so let's do it.
Absolutely. All right, so a serving size of meat, believe it or not, it's the size of a deck of cards. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, and feel it. It's not that bad, right?
No, there's plenty there, but I have the tendency to
Eat
take
more.
more. Oh, yes, I do.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to carbohydrates, whether it's a little bit of rice, a little bit of red potato or sweet potato, see that light bulb right here?
Yep.
That's the size or the amount that you're allowed when eating carbohydrates.
Like a nice handful of rice.
It's a nice handful.
Yeah.
It feels good. It's not about eating the whole thing. A lot of times you go to these restaurants, I mean, for example, look at the size of the potatoes. It's like almost
That's a lot
4
of
times
potatoes.
as much.
And it's hidden beneath
Exactly.
yeah.
They hide. They're like, oh, it's not bad. You got, the steak. Next thing you know, you're sitting there, you're chatting, whether it's your wife, your friend, you're eating and eating. Wrong. Let me trip you out real quick. See this?
I do.
I want you to really feel it real quick. Grab it. You want to eat fruit. You're allowed that much.
It's about the size of an apple.
Absolutely. Not that bad, right?
No, that's
I don't
great.
care if you're eating peaches, a little bit of pineapple, diced up even apple itself. That is a great portion, and you're not overeating, Now, we have talked in the past. I know you're a cheese lover.
I am indeed, yes.
See the 6 dice?
Yep.
You can eat 6 dice of cheese. See that? Look
Okay,
at
that's a great way to think about it.
right? So it's not too shabby. It's portion control. A lot of times when they put cheese, they just smother the whole plate.
Oh yeah.
And guess what? Because it's tasty, you'll eat it.
And you feel like you're not eating anything, but I bet it adds up to a lot more than these 6
And you're
die.
getting that flavor, that little bit that you want. Now, when it comes to nuts, almonds, peanuts, have as much as a golf ball, okay? Which, if you compare that to almonds, equals about anywhere from 10 to 15 almonds, depending on the size, because sometimes they come smaller or bigger.
But it's not this. It's
Exactly.
This.
That's where a lot of problems with people. They're like, oh, well, I just put a handful of nuts on my hand. A handful is like
I've done
literally.
that.
Oh, here I can actually fit.
Yeah,
let me
all
put a
this
bulb,
stuff.
while we're
yeah,
at
you
it.
put
Yeah,
that.
let's just add that while we're at it. Okay, I can fit as much. Wrong. This equals all this. This is 4 times the amount that you should be eating. Now, we're not done. I know you're saying, whoa, I learned a lot. We are not done. These are awesome tips that I'm about to give you. Why do I always bring up pre-planning, planning ahead of time? All right, so when you're at the restaurant, you're sitting with your wife, your friends, you chit-chat. If you know you're gonna go to a bad place or even a good place, pre-plan. When that waiter comes to your table, you already know in the back of your head, I have to eat right. I have to make the right decisions. When he asks you what you want to eat, choose wherever you want. We chose, for example, today fried steak with your potatoes, veggies. Tell him immediately, look him straight in the eye.
Okay.
I want half to go in a box. Give it to me at the end when I pay for my check. Only serve me half of the meal.
Dude, that is really smart. I never thought of that. And I'm always like, eat, and like, save some, still a little more. This is great.
Right, because a lot of times we tend to say, you know, you're having this plate, you're eating, you're conversating, what have you, and you're like, I'm full, but I'll save a little bit for later. Why save a little for later when you can eat half now, half later?
And there's a whole nother meal waiting for you.
Look, you are what you eat, guys. People are like, well, how do you eat what you want and still stay vascular and still be like animated? A lot of times I see these people eating and they're like walking around like they're dead zombies. And I'm like, because you ate too much. You can only blame yourself for your wins or for your losses, all right? Now, forget about the restaurant. People at home saying, well, what if I don't go out to eat ever and I just eat at home? You can still do the same thing. Smaller portions where you're still having what? Where's my deck of cards? You see the steak? That's a good, nice 5 ounce, at least 5-6 ounce steak. Boom, look at that, all right?
Yep.
So you already know, mental notes. What do we have? A baked potato.
Yep, potato.
What do we compare it to?
The light bulb.
The light bulb. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly.
I had to think.
But look how awesome this is, guys. Really, look how awesome. You're getting your veggies, a full baked potato, your protein. No one is holding back here. You're still getting what you want.
Now, I do see there's a lot of blank space on that plate. It's like sometimes compared to a full plate, I might be wishing there was a little more food on there.
So you're saying it's a small portion. Actually, it's a perfect portion. But let me teach you and everyone at home. It's kind of like, you're part magician. Where's your wand when I need it? What you do is you take this, you switch it with a smaller plate. Do you see how full that plate looks?
Oh, yeah.
It's all about using your own magic, tricking your own mind. Try it.
It's like my training plate.
That looks like more food, doesn't it?
It looks great, yeah.
You get this and you're saying, not quite as much food. The same amount of food, but you just tricked your mind. Are you with us at home? Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Thank you, Martin. Being Fat Sucks, you are kicking butt. We are kicking butt each week. So you guys have to continue working at it. Mind right, body tight. 80% of what we all look like is all these quality foods, knowing when to eat, how to eat. You gotta be accountable for everything.
But this is like really good knowledge, like how to plan ahead and what to do in these situations. This is a big deal for me.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Subscribe to the channel, Being Fat Sucks. This show is only getting deeper, crazier, and more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me on Twitter, ask any questions, Jason Rosell Live. I'll see you guys soon. Remember, trick the mind. Smaller plates equals bigger portions, but in reality, it's a